Hi guys, this is Ratchet, and we are playing Criminal Case, Traveling Time, Case 16, Back to the Future. Let's unlock Chapter 2, and there's another person approached us, and I hope she's gonna help us, help us with the murder investigation and figure out what's going on around here! Tria, we faced incredible odds getting back to 2029, only to find everything's changed. And the chief's been murdered. We hit rock bottom, Katrina. Our time machine's been confiscated, we have wanted fugitives, and the bet's been captured. Not only that, the agency, and even time travel itself don't exist in this timeline. We must find out what caused this mess, starting by solving the chief's murder. Did you say murder? You're the people asking questions about that dead guy upstairs. Maybe. And who might you be? The name is Anna Blankard, and for the right price, I can tell you who did it. I saw the killer run out of the building. You saw the killer? You got our attention, lady. Tell us everything. Okay. You have left a handprint on with blood. That doesn't matter. Anyway, let's talk to Anna. So, Miss Blankard, you claim you saw the killer? How about coughing up a couple of dirhams first? Dirhams? Well, we don't have any dirhams. Well, I don't give anything away. I'm out of here. Not so fast. If you know something about this murder, you're gonna spill it. Alright. I was rummaging through the garbage when somebody threw a bloodstained glow in the trash. A bloodstained glow? Katrina, that must be the killer. Did you see what they looked like? No, when I looked up, they already run off. You'll find that glow in the garbage can on the corner, but I'm not fishing it out for you. Don't worry, I don't need your help. Do you know Christopher Scott, the man who was killed? Or anyone else from this building? Nah, I just hang out here asking for change. Alright, come on, Katrina. If the killer discarded evidence in the street, we must find it. Okay? Still don't like the idea that the time doesn't exist, but I was thinking, and if the time doesn't exist, then our time machine wouldn't exist, and none of this before would have happened, right? But we were in the past when that happened, so... Anyway, we are here and we are the only ones who know about what our world looked like before it was altered into American Egypt. Oh god damn it, where is the Eye of Horus? Horus, I'm looking for you, god damn it. Let's just buy some more seconds. Oh, a book, I need that. Oh, another Eye of Horus is there. Where's the ice cream? Oh, there. I know what Horus looks like. Oh, there. I hate when things are somewhere or near the corner. This must be the trash can that Drifter mentioned. Let's dig in and look for the killer's glow. But what's so interesting about that book, Katrina? 1987 by George Orwell. That sounds almost familiar, but not quite. Something's written on the inside cover. 257B. That's Chief Scott's apartment number. This book must be his. Let's read the rest of what's written here. Okay. But where is Jack? Why are you investigating with me? Anyway, this is like the old times when you were a junior and we were investigating murders. But now you're here again with me. Investigating again. Katrina, there's a dedication written inside this book, in the chief's handwriting. It says, Rehema, I think you'll like this. The guy from 257B. You've seen this way before, Katarina? Right, the building's directory of tenants lists a Rehema Tamari in apartment 258A. She's the chief's neighbor. Clearly the chief and this Rehema Tamari were acquainted, which means we should speak with her. Okay. Now the trash can, let's see, what have you thrown? You were doing some stupid things by leaving murder weapon on the crime scene. When you should have disposed of it. Let's see, did you make a mistake about it? Not... Well, you thought we were not going to see the trash can coming, but we found the glove. Jackpot, Katrina. This glove you find in the trash is covered in blood. The killer's glove could go a long way towards solving the chief's murder, so let's get to Theo's lab. Yeah, lab. And the lab now is the bathroom. Let's now have a chat with Rehema. Miss Tamar, we are friends of your neighbor, Christopher Scott. We have some questions about his murder. Isn't it awful? I can't believe it happened right next door. Did you know Mr. Scott very well? We found this book and... Put that away! 1987 is banned! We got it as a manifesto against the Ptolemy dynasty. Sorry. We're not here to get you into trouble. That wasn't Chris's intention either. He was fascinated by history, collecting books about the past. Oh, something tells me that this banning of the books are about what should have happened in history and would have made New York and not New York into New Cairo. Maybe that's why they're banned. We chatted the whole sometimes about literature, and quickly realized we were kindred spirits, so he trusted me to show me that book. Watch out, it's a dangerous world out there. For whatever reason, Chris ended up dead. Be careful you aren't next. Be careful not to get captured by those Egyptian bastards. Let's check out the bloody glove. Katia, this glove is a valuable clue. It definitely belonged to the killer. A rudimentary analysis of this blood has confirmed it's the chief's. Unfortunately, apart from the blood, there are no other traces of any kind. Then how it's a valuable clue? Well, this sash of clear plastic is unusual. It looks like a small window. I did some research and it turns out this window allows the glove's wearer to use a subcutaneous microchip. What? A microchip embedded under a person's skin. Apparently, citizens of New Cairo can use these chips called a chip chip for any different digital payments to access in their homes. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. This window allows people to swipe their gift chip even while they are wearing gloves, which means your killer has a gift chip. Well, it won't be long before we are under the killer's skin. And if they discarded evidence outside, then yeah, maybe they left other clues inside the apartment. Let's look around again. Oh, that looks very cool. Wearing a glove and then you just put it somewhere and then you just pay with your credit card or you access your home instead of drawing some access cards or credit cards for that. It looks cool. Ah, we are looking from behind the desk now. Ah, barcode was all the way there. Okay, got everything. Even in this dystopian world of New Cairo, you can trust the chief to have a messy desk. Quick, Katrina, the letter you found addressed the chief as the chief. How's that possible? Time doesn't even exist here. And that handwriting looks strangely familiar. Let's get away this rescue to see who wrote this letter. Hey, if you think that broken device is important, Katrina, go ahead and reassemble it. Well, the chief could, if not time, we could just reassemble the chief to something else. Okay, but before that, we're just gonna restore this device. Then what is that? I'm trying to figure out what that is, but it looks like some kind of futuristic console. This device looks like a modem. The chief would have used this to connect to the internet. Oh, right, he has the horns. Well, horns that catch the internet. We can analyze this modem to learn more about the chief and maybe get a lead on his killer. Let's have Kai dig into the modem's databank. A very fancy modem. Okay, now the letter was clear it and see who wrote it. Our time machine was sabotaged. We are stranded in 1960. Oh, it's that letter we wrote. No wonder that handwriting is so familiar, Katrina. It's mine. This is the letter we left for the chief 60 years ago. Dear Chief, our time machine was sabotaged. We are stranded in 1969. This is our call for help. But in this alternate timeline, Christopher Scott wasn't our chief and had no idea who we were. The serum must have been pure nonsense to him. Do you think he might have shown it to anyone else? Perhaps that great rescue will give us a clue. Let's put it under the microscope Theo found. Oh, so it's no wonder nobody came to our help. Chief didn't understand the letter and time doesn't exist. Cigar ashes. Oh, who smokes? That request you collected off our letter to the chief is cigar ash, Katerina. Wait, the chief's brother Eric was smoking a cigar. Is it possible he's read our letter? He claimed he never heard of time, but maybe he knows more than he's letting on. Let's invite the chief's brother back for that drink he suggested. We can slip the letter into our conversation. Okay. Do you know something about it? I'm glad you invited me for that drink. Hopefully my brother has something in the house. All I had at home was Rocket Sphinx. Thanks for coming, Mr. Scott. While you're here, we want to ask you about this letter. Ugh, my crazy brother and that blasted letter. I told you Chris had become a recluse after losing his job. But it was much worse than that. He was losing his mind. Chris kept going on about how this world wasn't right. New Cairo wasn't supposed to be this way. He was so paranoid he wouldn't even let me use my Jeep chip while I was around. Did your brother talk about time travel before he received this letter? Yes, and he claimed the letter from the past proved everything. So he knew about us. Corresponding with people about time machines, calling him chief, it's madness. We got into a huge argument. Before things got violent, I turned on the heels of my crocodile skin shoes and left. I wish my brother had listened to reason. I just hope this lunacy didn't get him killed. Going crazy... You thought he was going crazy, but... Was he actually talking about time travel? And you thought he was crazy. Did he knew that we were coming? It couldn't do anything. We'll see about that. Let's check out this modem. A very cool modem. The chief's done a bang up job of concealing his online activity on this modem, Katarina. There's no Brucey history, no email records, nothing. Even my best recovery algorithms are useless. I wonder why the chief was so cautious. Do you think he had something to hide? Apparently he had reason to be suspicious. This wiretap was planted inside his modem. Whoa! A wiretap? Someone was spying on the chief? Exactly. Security protocols the chief had in place are rock solid, so the bug couldn't trace anything. But the IP address of the wiretap links back to the top floor of this building. Top floor? That's where the chief's landlord lives. Why was he tracking the chief's online activity? Let's ask Mr. Tiakin and find out. But treat carefully, Katrina. He may not be forthcoming about tapping the chief's modem. We are still gonna tell we are just some private detectives investigating the murder, and we are just gonna interrogate you like any other normal suspect, starting with the bottom. Would you help us with something, Mr. Tiakin? We're cleaning out our friend's apartment and found this. Do you know what it is? Not that it's any of your business, but that's a device that monitors online communication. As a landlord, I have every right to ensure my tenants are breaking the law. It's mandated by the dynasty. But who are these dynasty anyway? You haven't met any of them. Do you suspect Mr. Scott was up to something? I can't prove anything, but the guy was obviously a misfit. He had no regard for the Ptolemy dynasty, and he didn't even believe in Ra. He scoffed at the worship of merry animals and golden idols. Now, if you're finished, I need to order a new pair of crocodile skin shoes with my Jeep chip. Okay, so I suspect that this dynasty that rules the New Cairo are some tyrants. Because this is good. The more we learn about the chief's murder, Katrina, the more questions we uncover. We know Chief Scott received our letter from 1969, which his brother said reinforced the chief's belief that this world wasn't as it should be. The fact that our letter exists means that although our timeline has been overwritten, some elements of the past have survived. The chief in this reality was also considered a misfit, which is why his landlord had wiretaped his modem. Rahema Tamlin also said the chief shared literature outlawed by the dynasty with her. Chris' super subversive behavior had made the chief a target for murder? Well, now we're targets, Katrina. Our pictures are all over the news. A bounty is out on our head. Ah, dear, last thing I need is bounty. And how much are you gonna pay the person for catching me? or whatever currency you use. So if it was New York, it would be probably $1 million. Alright, we're gonna stop here. We're going to continue playing in chapter 3. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like to this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!